Hey traders, in this video I'm going to do a bit of a stock review. It's actually not a stock review, it's actually a trust, which is the Gold Trust. I'm going to do a bit of a review on this to show you what I think and some strategies I'm considering while looking at this stock. So let's get into it. Alright, before I do say is that I'm going to give you some strategies. I'm going to give you some views on this stock right now, or on GLD, the Gold Trust. I'm going to give you some views on what I think it may do. I'm also going to give you some strategies that I think I may do. Alright, basically what I'm saying is that it may not go in the direction I'm saying it's going to, and what I'm saying is that the strategies I'm about to present to you may change by the time I actually implement them. Okay, it's still within 24 hours of me actually placing these trades, of what I'm considering and what I'm thinking. So just take that, okay? Make sure that you don't take a trade based on what I'm saying here, okay? Because you need to understand there's a rule in systems, and you don't just take one trade based on what someone says. No, you have a system, you have a probability out of that system, and you keep taking those trades day in, day out to increase the probability of that system. Remember, every single trade you take has a random outcome with a probability outcome, and you can't have that probability of the outcome if you're just taking trades willy-nilly and not really following a system. Make sense? Anyway, so let's have a look here on GLD. Okay, so I'm looking at GLD right now. Let's go to the weekly chart here for a minute. And on GLD, as you can see here, right, if I just draw some trend lines here, you can actually see, for starters, firstly, you can see that we've been compressing down for quite some time. Compressing down, okay? We've been compressing down for quite some time now on GLD, and and it looks like it has a lot more downside to come, right? You think, oh, that's a descending triangle. It looks like it's going to break down, and we're gonna that could be a nice bearish trade, right? Well, you could be right, and if you actually see that, then what I like to do is I like to go from the top of this here to the bottom here. And then if the breakout does come, then the breakout is likely to be down here somewhere. So that's where the basically the ultimate target is for gold. And the much more conservative target is around there. That's if it does break to the downside. Okay. Now we're just looking at from a shorter term, from a longer term perspective. If the market does break out where it is right now and breaks to the downside, it has a very good chance of getting to here. And then the second target, which is a more aggressive target, is here. Okay. Now it may not do that. Okay. If we go back to the daily chart here, you can actually see we're in a descending triangle, compressing down. Now, as you know, right, that you've seen many times that that when looking at gold or we're looking at the stocks, that sometimes the market may not, you think, oh look, it's going to drop down through here, it's going to go through the floor, and sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, right? So the market runs up through here. So I know that, and so based on what I'm seeing here, let me just see if I can bring my trend line up. Cool. Based on what I'm seeing here is I'm going to I personally am going to look at probably do some option strategies where I can buy out of the money call options. Let's see if I can get my tool here, where I'm going to buy out of the money call options and I'm going to buy out of the money put options, but I'm not just going to buy anyone. Okay, I have my whole system where I'm looking at the different deltas and all that sort of stuff to determine which I'm going to buy. Okay, you just don't buy any, you know what I mean? And and I don't buy just at the money or even very close to the money. Maybe first out of the money. I don't do that because it doesn't really do that for me. I'm buying generally out of the money options, or basically I'm buying options with the correct system and strategy that I'm looking to do. Okay, so I'm pretty confident this market's going to run down, but if it doesn't, it's likely to run back up and have a big blast up to the high side. And if it does, then I'm likely to profit on the call options and the put options. That's just my opinion. That's just my view on what I'm looking to do on GLD right now. I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying that I'm going to do that. It depends on what sort of strategy, what sort of system I can. I may not be able to get the strategy I want with this call and put strategy, the straddle. Then I may not even put that trade on. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying that, just obviously cautionary. Makes sense. Alright guys, well that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's what I'm looking to do on GLD. If you'd like to learn more information and get a whole full complete course, 12 videos, 12 hours long, mistakes, trading techniques, trading systems, money management, everything you can think of to help you get ahead in the markets, then click on this image up the top here. It's going to take you to the page where you can get that. This is John Howell here from officialjohnhowell.com. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.